So I'm gonna be going over how to win victory point control games every time in Company of Heroes 2. You launch into a game and you wanna make one pioneer squad and send one that's already made to capture some point. You wait for the one to get completed, and you queue up another machine gun squad because machine gun squads are gonna be essentially the most important thing in victory point control games. You can skip making pioneer squad because you're gonna only need machine guns in this victory point control games in the early game. I only make pioneer squad after the first one because I wanna make the buildings. But if you're not making pioneer squad, you can essentially just go for machine gun squad and capture some points. After that, we wanna rush it to the victory point control and get it there as soon as possible and set up a machine gun crew over there in a good position. You wanna hold it so that there is covering most of the area so that if the enemy comes, you can easily pin them down. Now what you want normally is the machine gun crew squad to be in half cover, the yellow one, and or maybe the best choice would be the full cover, the green one. If you don't have it, you can just mix sandbags always with your pioneer squad. It's probably the best option to do because you can set up your machine gun crew squad anywhere in the map. Much better option for your machine gun crew squad would be the buildings, but it must have many windows or at least 3 or 4 for machine gun squad to shoot the enemies that are closing in on the building. As you can see, I was easily able to pin the enemy down even if he was in the building next to me, but probably the best option for your machine gun squad is the building. But if they have pioneers with flamethrowers, you wanna get out, get your machine gun squad out of the building as soon as possible. After you have stabilized and set up your first victory point control, you can go for the second one, which your friend is gonna be on focusing on. And you can place some bunkers, maybe only one with the MG42 machine gun, but its placement is gonna be purely situational. But you can place one at the back and one machine gun crew at the front. One bunker at the back and then one machine gun crew at the front to hold them down. So in case if they kill the machine gun crew or if you retreat them, the bunker's gonna hold them. You're also gonna wanna place barbed wires from at the possible flank positions for the MG42 machine gun crews. The only counter to this is the mortar teams. They cannot push us with it, but they can just bombard us with it. But if they do start bombarding you with mortar teams, you're gonna make your own mortar teams and bombard them instead. These mortar teams are gonna pay you off so much in late game as well. These pioneers or engineers have flamethrowers. Now imagine if they got too close to my MG42 crew. They would just burn them to crisp. Another thing I want to mention is the importance of covering your flanks like this one, and you will see how much this pays off to me in the late game. So we want to be as mobile as possible, hence only one bunker. And for the perk, you wanna go for this fleshy boy because he has Tiger Ace and mobile perks. And there you go, your early game is set up. They cannot push you with infantry. The only way they can push now is with tanks or light vehicles, and we're gonna be taking care of that now. As you would have guessed it, you're gonna need AT guns or anti-tank guns to kill those light vehicles that are fast moving across the map. But what you really wanna do is get to the battle phase 3, so you can make those Creed Panzers and just rush them if they try to send their vehicles to your encampments. Alright, we're in the end game now. After making your Panzer, you're gonna wanna hold the victory point control with your tanks, and if they try to push you with the tanks, you just counter them with your tanks and anti-tank guns. But if they try to bombard you, you're gonna have to push them with your tanks. But if they have some counter to your tanks, like anti-tank guns or infantry with Panzerschrecks or bazookas like that, you're gonna have to get back or retreat. So if you just want to let them push and you just pin them down with your machine guns. Alright, this is it. Now you're gonna just wanna hold the points with your tanks and machine guns and your anti-tank guns. Sometimes the enemy will try to bombard you, but you can just easily pull your vehicles and machine gun crews out of there and just place them after the bombardments are ended. Oh shit. Again? Oh.
Shut the fuck up.
Now that the victory is inevitable, you wanna go and help your teammate and flank your enemy while he's getting distracted by fighting your friend. As you can see here, I'm gonna flank this enemy tank which would have been chaotic for my friend's army, and it was a major blow to my enemy team. For the final nail in the coffin, you're gonna call Tiger Ace to the battlefield,
Yeah, boy.
which you're probably gonna lose first few minutes. Now at this point, I started trolling and started to fight with my Tiger Ace like 1v3, 1v4, because we were winning so hard. Yikes. And again. Last thing I forgot to mention is making a medical bunker somewhere at the back of your main encampment so you can heal your units or squads when they come back after getting reinforced. And make sure you give respect where it's due.